Ready? Right.
All right. So what's this?
We're back.
What's this topic you said I wanted to talk about, but you
Okay,
wasn't
so
sure?
I wasn't sure if you still wanted to talk about it, but I know you mentioned it last week.
Mm-hmm.
And it was still kind of about Kevin.
Oh,
Do you remember? Kind of?
talking about the LeBron shit where
Yes,
he had.
about her not fighting.
Okay, yeah, yeah.
LeBron
We
not
could
fighting
touch on
Kevin?
that. Yeah,
Okay.
yeah. Everybody thinking Kevin was supposed to. Well, everybody thought LeBron was supposed to check Kevin when Kevin showed up to the Lakers game
After he made that statement.
after after Kevin said what he said about Savannah,
Yeah.
and then LeBron he responded passively. He
Okay.
said kings don't respond to the actions of peasants.
Right.
Now that's a
I,
strong
it's a
statement
very strong, and
to say to
I
another man.
agree. I agree with it. I mean, you know how I feel about Kevin. But at the same time, you know why I agree with it? Because, oh yeah, because you said something about how LeBron had reacted about his son.
Yeah, so that's the thing. Everybody was getting on LeBron because maybe like a few weeks before, maybe within that past month before the Kevin thing happened,
Hmm.
LeBron made the news because he had confronted Stephen A. Smith at a Lakers game courtside, like walked up on him,
Yeah.
was in his face, like
Uh-huh.
yelling, and it was about what he was saying about his son Bronny.
Right.
And I don't watch the sports
Right,
news, so I
right.
don't know what
What
was
was said.
said or how much he was talking about Bronny. But the point is, they said, well, if you checking Stephen A., this little short
Hmm.
news reporter
Hmm.
that you know ain't really about that,
Okay.
he ain't gonna be no confrontation with him.
Okay. So
So
people
it's
are
like if you
mad.
gonna confront him about Bronny, then why you ain't
Why?
confront Kevin about what he said about Savannah?
Because that's his wife. Number one, that's his child. So that's how I feel. That's his child.
Yeah, yeah,
Any parent is going to go hard for their kid,
yeah,
period. Because the kid is innocent. The kid is your kid. He ain't used to all this drama or whatever. So, you know, the wife thing, it's like, nigga, and then it was so dumb what he said. You know what
yeah,
I mean? Like, there's not, like, it was an opinion,
yeah,
a stupid opinion at that. So, what is
yeah.
he supposed to do? Fight over something he said out of his mouth?
And that's the thing
You know,
is,
like, come on.
I think there's this expectation
A
that
man,
if
yeah.
you're about that as a man, if you confronting somebody, then you're supposed to confront everybody of every type.
Right.
It don't matter what was said, you
That's
got to confront everybody. You got to keep that same energy for
right.
everybody. And
I
I don't
don't.
agree with
I
that
don't agree with
because,
that either.
like, part of being a man is using your brain, knowing when to confront and when to let shit go.
Yep. That's
And
the strength.
just because you can check a nigga and get in his face and be on some I'm rah rah, I'll fight your ass, that don't make you a man.
Exactly.
Sometimes you got to tap into that. Sometimes you got to
Yeah.
confront in that way,
Yeah.
get in a person's face, and be serious.
Yeah.
But everything don't call for that,
You're right.
and
You're
you get to
absolutely
pick and
correct.
choose as a man, like when to do it, when not to do it.
Yeah.
So
I agree. Yeah, I think that would have been pointless to do that for what? And then it would have got bigger and made it bigger, and Kevin would have been so excited about that, like, yeah,
yeah,
and kept it going.
and Kevin
So,
came for a problem. He
right, he wants
came to
to,
test the
right. So
waters to
don't
see.
give, sometimes you don't give the person what they're looking for. You just let them sit in it, like, whatever,
Yeah, because
you
in
know?
that's chess. Now we playing
Yes.
chess, and in
Yeah.
chess, it ain't always about attacking.
Right, right.
Sometimes you got to play defense. Sometimes you got to see what somebody's trying to do.
Yep.
They're trying to get you to move a certain way.
Yeah.
You don't want your moves to be dictated by what another person's doing.
Yeah.
In that position, Kevin would have been in the power position if LeBron would have confronted.
Exactly. So
Now,
now, if he says something else
mm,
after that, I'm sure LeBron is all right. I'm not going to say nothing now. But if you continue poking the bear, I'm sure LeBron's going to say something. I don't know if he's going to do something,
yeah,
but I'm sure he'll say more than what he said before.
yeah,
But yeah, I just wanted to touch on that real
yeah,
quick. And I think also on that, I always felt like that's the expectations of people with men. They always feel like the man got to act like this damn gorilla beating his chest. And it's like, men don't have, like, you don't have to do that to be a man.
right,
Like, and especially when women do that, like when women talk about men like that, like, oh, you need to do that. Like, you can't show any type of like sensitivity or be sensible about things. Like, even when you made that post that day on TikTok and that lady was kind of like going back and forth with you about, oh, you needy because you wanting
mm,
your woman to appreciate you, or not even wanting, but just saying that men love when their women appreciate them, show them appreciation, uplift them, tell them they're doing a good job.
yeah. That was me
Like,
showing a
yeah,
soft side, and
exactly.
people
And
act like you can't be a
you
man
can't,
and be
right?
any type of soft, emotional, passive And that's a lie.
That's so wrong.
You could be a real man and have never been in a fight. I've never been in a real fist fight. I'm
Yeah.
talking about two men
Yeah.
throwing blows. I ain't never did that.
Right. You never got punched.
I ain't never got punched. I ain't never
Wow.
punched somebody for real.
Right.
Uh,
Wow. Never got jumped.
never got jumped.
Yeah. That's good. That's a good thing. Nothing wrong with that. Because who wants to be in a fight?
But I've been
Yeah.
in confrontations with other men,
Right.
and I handled
like talking, Yeah.
I was face to face with a man that it could have been a confrontation
Right.
with.
Yeah.
So,
Yeah.
and I've had confrontation through the phone and just
Yeah.
getting into different situations
Yeah,
with men.
He did conversation.
But
there.
you talk about it. You get to a conclusion through words, and you just
Right.
you dead to shit. Like most confrontations and most problems are not worth
Man.
all that extra shit, getting in somebody's face and being on some rah-rah
It's
shit.
really
And
not worth all
it's
of
like,
that.
man,
at all.
for what?
Exactly.
Because another man's words got you to the point where you feel like you have to say something.
Yeah.
Because if you don't say something, if you don't get in his face, then you ain't a man.
Right.
And that's the shit that'll trick a man out of his position,
Yep. The
have you
pressure.
land in jail, have you get killed,
Yep. The
have
pressure.
you get hurt.
The pressure of it all, and that's weak to me. That's a weakness. Actually.
Very weak.
It's very weak to let society or other people pressure you into. Oh, I gotta act like that because they're gonna think I'm this if I
Yeah.
don't behave this way.
Yeah.
It's stupid.
Every man got to move in his own
Yep.
energy.
Exactly.
If you don't feel moved to do something,
Then
don't do it.
Exactly.
Don't do it just because you trying to protect an image in front of a woman, in front of a child, in front of the world, whatever it is. You don't want to be trying to be something for the world.
Exactly. Yep.
A man is gonna move in his own energy. That's it.
Exactly. You're right.
Whatever that looks like.
You're right about that, babe. You're right. But yeah, I just wanted to touch on that because I know we talked about it last week,
Yeah,
and just
that was a
go
good
over
one.
it. That was a good one. Good. So the
Yeah,
main topic we wanted to talk about today too. Well, not the main topic.
It's
but
so
one.
much
There's
shit.
so many things, but one of them, something that's been happening lately and kind of increasing with with attention is Sindab. Janell Sindab. I
Good
think I'm saying
old
her name right.
Janell.
Little Janelle. And we're gonna do the disclaimer. Yeah, she looks white,
She do.
but she is mixed, people.
And I just want to make it
Okay.
clear. That's the reason why we're talking about her. This is not about her dance moves.
Nope.
It's about her skin.
Right. So
That's all
what
it
got
is.
people bothered.
Because she went viral because she was twisting that thing and winding them hips,
Right.
and she looked like a white girl.
Right.
Before we heard her speak,
Right.
we thinking she just straight white girl from the country or whatever she from. She looked like a straight white
Exactly.
girl.
And I'm
Like,
gonna tell you how I felt when I looked at her. I just looked and I was like, oh, that's cool. Girl having fun.
mhm.
She's having fun, enjoying herself, dancing. She danced pretty good. She's not dancing bad. She's dancing good. She's having fun. That was my only thought.
I ain't gonna lie. My first thought when I seen her,
Mhm.
I was like, hold up now, like how she moved. Like I was
Okay.
impressed. I thought
Okay.
because I've seen people do line dances.
Right.
So usually when people do line dances, it's not so much style in it.
Yeah,
It's
yeah.
like,
You just do the
everybody's
steps.
in unison.
Yeah, step,
Everybody's
step,
kind of
step.
stiff and everybody's
Gotcha.
just doing the steps.
Yeah.
So
She added
when I
a-
seen her line dance, it's not hers, by the way. And
Well,
they,
I know.
people
Yeah.
was in their feelings about that shit. We'll
Right.
get into that.
Right.
But my first thought was, okay, she got some rhythm. I like how she moves. She got like her little signature move with the little, when she throw that motherfucking leg to the side. And then
Yes.
when she hit him with that, when she hit,
She do a little buck on
you know what I'm saying? Like it was a cool, so she had like the cool steps and then she had the hip motion. Then she had the nice little sexy, the sexy moves. That's going to definitely catch dudes' attention when you
Right,
see a
right.
girl doing the little hip
The
motion and she
whine,
whining and dropping it low on a nigga. Yeah, drop it low one time. I ain't gonna lie, I watched it a few times back to back. First time I seen her, I was like, hold on, who is that?
Enjoy the dance.
Who is that? And she cute.
Right, she is.
She cute. She's a cute girl. Like,
Yes.
so
Yeah.
all those things combined with she can dance. She don't dance stiff.
Right.
She look like she having fun with it.
Right. Right.
She's cute, and everybody thought she was white.
Right.
I think I said this a while ago. In order to go like really, really viral, it's like just like the cooking with Kaya shit.
Yeah.
Kaya had like at least 4 or 5 things that was triggering people's senses.
Right.
So like if you can do that as a person, like you could trigger people in more than one way.
Yes.
Where with the visual, with what you're saying or what they perceive you to
Right.
be, it's got to be like multiple things happening all at once.
Right.
And that's what happened with her. It's just a lot of things that people can talk about.
Right.
So, I'm not mad at her.
Yeah,
I'm not
I
mad at
mean,
her for blowing up
me neither.
because
She
y'all
didn't do
motherfuckers blew
anything.
her up
They blew
because
her up.
because
Exactly. She didn't ask for it.
you're mad because she looked white, and
Yeah.
black people hate when I say that they can be racist, but they
Oh,
can.
they sure can.
Black people
I
can
say it all the
definitely be
time.
colorist,
Oh yes, they can. Oh, they're gonna be
racist.
mad about that right there. Listen, we
Yeah,
already know.
everybody
Oh,
judges
they're gonna
people,
explain to us why black
and
people cannot be
they're gonna walk us
racist,
through slavery and
slavery and
oppression,
history, and why.
and there's no way
And
we can be racist
right,
because
we
we're the
can be this
ones.
and we can be prejudiced, but we can't be racist. Yes, you can.
I'm gonna
Damn
just
it.
say this: every person on the planet judges based on what we see.
Yeah.
It's up to you whether you take that first judgment of a person and really discriminate with it,
Yeah.
or judge like and be
Based
malicious
on
with it.
something.
A
Yeah.
lot of people, they get real malicious with their surface level
Of
judgment.
course. They
It's
do.
normal to see somebody that don't look like you and to be like, "Oh, this is
Right.
different. This is unfamiliar."
Right. To you, if that's something that you unfamiliar with, because some
Yeah.
people might be like, that's nothing. Like me looking at her too, I was like, okay, white girl dancing next.
Hmm.
Nothing, yeah, like nothing was extra for me.
Yeah.
It was just normal. It was like, okay, next, because I've seen it before. I've been around it. I'm like, okay, whatever. But here or whoever, most black people,
Yeah.
they get really, especially here in America, I guess too. They get really,
It's a cultural
yeah, it's a
thing too.
cultural thing. Yeah, here.
You see a
I'm
white
not from
girl,
here,
and they're
so
big on this cultural appropriation thing here. Like when
yes,
white people steal our culture, our
right. I
music, our
know.
looks, our fashion, our that is a big deal.
Yeah.
Um,
Yeah, I've
but
noticed.
I mean, like
It's
what
like
the
to
fuck?
me, it's like to be flattered though. If that's something that you're proud of and you see somebody else doing it, I would be like, oh wow, they enjoy what we do and they want to do it too. They want to be included.
And
That's
you can't jump to the conclusion
mm,
just
sorry.
because somebody's a certain skin color, that don't mean they're of a certain culture or ethnicity.
Right, they can't
And
behave this
that's where
way.
the disconnect happens,
Right.
because you seeing this girl, she look white,
Yeah.
so she's dancing black,
Right.
she's dancing with this flavor,
Right. Right.
and she's getting all this attention. So
Right.
now what do the black people do? Well, we got black dancers that's out here dancing and they not getting the attention, and the only reason she getting the attention is because she a white girl, she ain't doing nothing special.
Okay, so give your attention to the other person though. Then you start something and you start
Exactly.
showing what the black person's doing. That's all. Because
Exactly.
black people do get a lot of attention. I
Yeah.
see them all day, every day dancing.
Yeah.
So what are you talking about? You know what I mean?
Same.
It makes it seem like it never happens,
Yeah.
and it does happen. And then people have that like you said, the hive mentality. When a group of person get mad, now everybody want to be mad about it. What are you mad about exactly?
Yeah, and now we're just mad that this person is getting famous. And
Right.
then that's when we get into the conversation of this whole fame game and attention, and how no matter what you do, it could be the most simple thing. At first, it's like this genuine interest in what you're doing.
Hmm.
Then once that shit starts to take off too much, now people start getting jealous. Now they start to question, okay, why are we talking about you? You ain't doing nothing
Yeah.
that great. Oh,
Right.
why you getting all this attention?
Right.
And
You're
it's
not
like she didn't
special.
ask for
She
that.
didn't ask for that at all.
She didn't ask y'all to get online and reshare her video a million times.
Right. And
And
the more comments she gets for everybody that's annoyed or mad about it or salty about it, the more she it's like it increases
yeah,
with her popularity. It's kind of like, thank you. That's why she gets bold. Then now she gets kind of, she gets a little bold with her stuff, a little cocky with it.
yeah, like
You
the
know,
recent video.
right, with the recent video because,
So now she
okay.
famous. Okay, she went famous at the
Right.
small parties.
Yep.
Now she's getting booked
Yep.
for
For the same,
these
the dance.
shows and like stage. She's on stage doing the line dance now.
Right.
So now the latest one, which is this past week, she on stage and this other girl was stalking her all night. She's a dancer,
Really?
like the
Okay.
black girl.
Oh, yeah, the one that did the split.
Yeah.
Okay.
So she basically was seen following her around,
Following her.
trying to get content with Janell in the shot, and she's doing dances, but she's like the focal point. So she's trying to like,
Also, she wasn't talking
she
to
was being
Janell.
competitive. She was acting like a fan,
Oh,
but
got you.
deep down she was really competing with the
Competing
girl.
and like trying to show people how she danced compared to Janelle.
Yeah, she trying to
That's why
outdance.
she did the split. Like,
Exactly.
you can't do that.
And she wasn't even supposed to be on stage.
Oh, she got on stage.
Yeah, Janelle had like,
Oh,
basically they book her to do that dance. It's like
oh,
booking an artist to perform.
okay.
So they book her to do that dance during a certain time
Hmm.
frame, and they let her do her thing. So it was really supposed to just be her on stage.
Okay.
They was gonna play the song. That's another thing. That song is another reason why the shit went viral, because that song that mashup
Yeah.
of that country singer on that
Good.
Twister
Yeah.
instrumental, that song was already viral.
Yeah.
A lot of people love that damn
Yeah.
song. That's a dope mashup. So a lot of things were at play. But anyway, she was supposed to be on stage by herself, and the girl just stormed the stage.
Oh wow. That's
So
kinda rude,
when people
but
seen Janell talking about they
Like,
can't
nobody
fuck,
fuck
like
with
can't
me?
nobody fuck with me. I promise nobody. Really, the black girl got her in that competitive bag because she
provoked her
jumping on
into-
stage
Right,
trying to
right.
compete with her.
So it's like, okay, you can get on stage. I'm still dance.
So
Yeah.
does
So at
she-
least she didn't behave erratically. At least she didn't like start talking shit or anything.
Yeah.
She kept dancing.
She kept it light.
She kept it
She
light.
talked her, popped her shit
Yeah,
because
and
somebody was trying to compete with her.
because she didn't even talk to the girl. She was just talking to the person that was recording her. I think I remember.
Exactly.
And the girl did the split because she's like, "Look, I can do this."
Doing
No,
the most, trying to outdo her.
Yes, yes. And I was
Trying
like,
to get her little 15 seconds of
right.
fame.
And
off
that's
of
cool.
the,
I mean, you dance good too. So I mean, cute. That was. I mean, you know.
But then that's that. It shows you how shit gets misinterpreted
Yeah.
once you post something online, because everybody was trying to think Janell was just being cocky for no reason. But no,
Oh.
somebody provoked her. That girl
That's
was provoking her.
Yeah, because I didn't even know she was following. You said she was following her.
Yeah, throughout the night on the dance floor,
Wow.
she'd have somebody follow her with the camera, and then she'll
Right.
go dance in front of Janell like they doing a whole nother line dance.
Wow.
But she was just trying to get content with her.
And
She's
jumping on stage with her, knowing
It's
that
clout
she's not.
chase.
Yeah, and that was rude. That was
Yeah.
literally provoking. It's like if you got booked to be on stage, like I get booked,
Right.
and you out of nowhere, a random person.
You didn't get paid to be up
you
here.
just jump on it with me. That's rude as hell.
Very rude.
You
And the
know?
girl was there with her dance crew.
Right.
It was like a whole crew
Oh,
of them,
wow.
and she was the one.
Then
You know,
like doing the most.
she was the one, I guess, that wanted to do like the one-on-one type
Yeah.
competition with her. That's premeditated.
Right. If you want to do that, once you just come to the girl like, "Hey, you want us to do this?"
Yeah, see that?
But she wasn't. She was trying to be messy.
That's the epitome of clout chasing.
Yep. Yep.
Wow. So yeah, it's just. But then I also want to say, to wrap this topic up,
Mhm.
even though I ain't got no problem with Janell, the more I see the shit, the more ridiculous it looks. Like this shit, it really is ridiculous.
Yeah.
To be booked to do a line dance on a stage. Like she getting
Yes.
booked at big venues. I'm talking about, I think it was an arena. It might have been an arena. It might have been a whole stadium type joint. Like it was a big
Was it?
It was a big
It looked
venue.
small.
The latest one I seen,
Oh.
it was a venue type.
Okay.
thing.
That one, the one with the girl looked like.
Yeah,
a
that was small.
Oh,
But
okay.
the latest one,
Mhm.
it was a venue, like a big ass stage, and
Okay.
she up there line dancing.
Okay. By herself. Or she
Yeah, I
was
think
with
they
other
might have
people?
had other people up there with her,
Right, 'cause that's
and I
kinda-
think she might have been the special guest. You know how they bring people out,
like a little opener or whatever, the opening act.
and that's the part that make people jealous and they want to hate, because it's like, really, you getting booked just to do a line dance on stage? But that's
Again,
like,
that's
you
what
can't-
the people want.
you can't control moments.
Yeah.
And at this moment, this is her moment. Like her shit taking off, and we're in the world of capitalism. You're gonna book the person that's getting views.
Yep.
It only makes sense. So if you're trying to
Make your
promote
money.
something, you're trying to get people in, you're
Yep.
trying to get them to buy tickets. Hey, you the hot thing right now. We're gonna promote you. Whatever the fuck you do, it don't matter. And people blow up for bullshit every
Man.
day nowadays.
All day, every
Talent
day.
is not a necessity to be famous.
Exactly. Right.
Yeah,
at
that's
all.
been out the fucking window. So you don't really need that much talent. You don't got to be no professional dancer, professional singer, professional nothing. You just got to be interesting for the moment.
That's it.
And that's what
true.
makes it look ridiculous, because now you got these people getting on these big stages that really aren't supposed to be
I know.
talented enough to be on those stages. You got
Right.
people that really dedicated their life to being a professional dancer that ain't even been
Yes.
on them stages.
Yeah, that's true.
So I get why
yeah, I
people
get
are
it too. With
upset,
that on that side of
but
it, yeah.
you know,
But I'm not. Yeah.
to me it just looked funny as hell. It looked
Yes.
funny as hell seeing her on these stages doing a line
It
dance.
is. It is.
It's
It's
like,
like, oh,
really?
and it's only that one song, like that one line dance. Right?
Yeah.
It's like no other ones they play, it's just that one.
Yep.
So obviously that's why she's always going to do the same dance. So that's the only thing I didn't get at first, and I was like, why is it the same dance? And I was like,
Yeah.
oh, because it's always that song.
Yeah.
Okay, so that makes sense. If she do if she's always doing the same moves, it's because with line dancing, it's always gonna be the same moves.
Yep.
So yeah, that makes sense.
Yep. I ain't mad at you, Janell. Get your money.
Get your money, girl.
You
Until,
motherfuckers
while it
mad.
lasts, however long it lasts, because everything's temporary.
Because if it was anybody else, they would do the same thing she doing. Capitalize.
Of course.
Make your money. You wouldn't give a fuck what people saying about you.
Exactly. She would just do what she do.
Hating that bitch. They mad because they can't do that little leg move she be doing.
Hey, if you can,
I ain't gonna lie,
somebody else can.
she has her own little style. I will
I
say
mean,
that.
everybody does. Yeah, whoever dances, again, nothing
I like it.
impressive. It's just a dance.
I
So,
like
yeah. All right. So, the next topic we wanted to talk about
it.
that you mentioned too, and I had some thoughts about it, is the Blue Ivy performance.
Oh, Blue Ivy and
And you
fucking
know, me as the roomie, I don't know about Blue Ivy what people are saying. I think she did great. Everything was amazing. The
yeah.
roomie thing is what's pissing me
The
off. But
what?
roomie about the
Oh,
the,
the
the
younger.
youngest one.
Now,
That's
see,
the
I
shit.
didn't really.
Yeah, that's
I'm gonna
the
let you
shit.
elaborate a little bit on that,
Woo.
but we just gonna
Yeah,
address
let's
Blue
talk
Ivy
about Blue
first.
Ivy. Yeah.
First of all, I'm gonna hit this from every angle. I'm gonna just be short and sweet with it. Okay, we're gonna address it from the dancing angle because every
Okay.
time since the first time I seen Blue Ivy hit the stage with Beyonce, because she's been doing it for some
Yeah.
years, where Beyonce will bring her on stage. Number one, we know that's happening because that's her family, that's her daughter.
Yeah.
So clearly, she's gonna get special privileges to be wherever the fuck she wanna
Of
be.
course.
It ain't about how well she dances. So number one, I think it's dumb that these grown ass people are nitpicking the way this little girl's dancing.
Mm,
Like they've been doing that from the time she first did
I
it.
know. Horrible.
Talking
Horrible.
about her damn dance. This is why I
Right.
don't like performances, because everything is about nitpicking perfection. You gotta be perfect. You
Right.
gotta be on point. Like, man, shut up.
It's
Like,
crazy.
shut the fuck up. So hold up. So it's that. Number one, I wanna acknowledge that she has gotten a lot better. Like her
Yeah.
dancing has gotten a lot better.
She's a
And that
child.
and that
She's
always
learning.
happens when you spend time doing something. So the recent dance video, she's putting a lot more emphasis on her moves. She hitting them, she
Yeah.
accentuating the poses and the steps. So I'm
Right.
like, that's what happens when you practice. So I think it's cool that I see a lot of positive feedback where they saying, she's getting good, and it's a lot of people celebrating her.
Yeah.
But then you got the idiots. It's always some idiots want to talk shit, still kind of being critical of her movements and her, you ain't supposed to be on stage.
Mm.
It's like, man, shut the hell up.
That's
Like,
crazy.
shut up.
She's not supposed to be on stage.
Like, why
That's her
not?
daughter.
That's her
She can do
daughter.
what she want to do.
Right.
Actually.
It adds a cool element to the
Right.
show.
It's family. It's
It's
and she want to do it. Because I'm sure if she didn't want to do it, she wouldn't learn none of it and go hard like she's going hard right now.
yeah.
And practice makes perfect. She's a child. She's still a child. She's
That's
learning.
that's what a parent is supposed to do.
Yes.
Is you afford your child the opportunities and access to the things that you've worked for.
Yep.
You give them access to everything.
And get her ready for the future.
That's what's supposed to happen. Is you supposed to make it easy for the children
Yep.
that
Exactly.
you birth into the world. They call it nepotism, where kids get into positions
Yeah.
because of their parents or who
Yeah.
their parents are. Why the fuck we look at that like it's something bad? That's what's
Right.
supposed to happen.
I guess they feel. I think in certain areas of it, it's so. With dancing is dancing. It's a talent that you have to have, right? So she's not hurting nobody. She's just dancing. It's her own body moving, right? Now, if we're talking about a doctor,
Yeah.
because I've met people like that when his dad was a surgeon, so I'm like, yeah, but he went to school to learn anything. I'm sure he didn't just become a surgeon because his dad is a surgeon. But then, because they're not that great at the job, like it's something they did because the parents forced them to do it.
Yeah.
People have a way to see, like that's something you're gonna experience. Like I'm under the knife, you're not performing well. You have these people coming out of surgery either almost dying or getting fucked up just because they allowed you to be this top surgeon in this hospital because your dad was a surgeon in
Yeah,
this
it's
hospital.
certain
aspects
careers
of
you
it, yeah.
can't just get the foot in.
Just because,
Some stuff
yeah.
it's always
So,
gonna be a talent level that
yeah.
you gotta meet, no matter who the fuck
Right.
your dad
That's
is
why I
or your
said, but
mom is.
dancing, I mean, you just dancing.
In the entertainment world, it's like
It's
anybody
and
can have
you
access
can
to that.
sing if you want to.
Yeah.
You can dance if you want to. You know what I mean?
Nobody's life is at stake.
Exactly.
It's a show. It's
right.
entertainment. So it's very easy to get into that.
Exactly. So people should just shut up about that. It's like whatever. She's having fun.
It's
also
jealousy.
fun.
It's all just jealousy and hate. And a lot of people just hate to see anything in the celebrity world. Anything in the celebrity world that's positive, they're gonna try to spin it. And when you get to Beyonce level of fame, people gonna hate you for anything.
Right.
They're gonna find any reason to hate you because you've been so famous for so long.
Right.
And you're so adored and you're so
Yep.
People follow you. It's like a cult following. People hate that.
Oh well, they think she's a demon and she eats
Yeah.
babies and she do this and
Oh yeah.
she prays
She's a
Satan and
Satanist and
yes,
Illuminati and
exactly. It's crazy. So people really hate her. Like they
yeah.
know her. Like they know her personally. I'm like, yo, so because you hate her, you hate her kids too?
Right.
That's
And that's the
crazy.
sick shit.
Right, that's nuts.
That's sick as hell.
It is sick. And I don't know if you see how many hi,
Good.
hi. And I don't know if you see hi. And I don't know if you see who comments on these things. The women.
Yeah, the women be the main
The
haters.
black women
Right. The main
are
ones.
nuts.
The main ones.
Crazy about this shit. It be pissing me off so much because it's like, why are you so angry about number one another black woman?
Yep.
The worst though is the kids. The kids.
That's supposed to be off limits.
The kids.
And where's that maternal instinct? Like women are supposed to be very protective over their children.
Exactly. Because you wouldn't like if somebody talked about your kids. Like
Right.
you ready to fight.
Right.
You would be ready to fight someone if they're talking about your kids. But you online now with Rumi.
Oh yeah.
Rumi got on stage because she brought her on stage. I think she was dancing, so I'm not sure. But you know, she's younger. I don't know if she's 9 or whatever.
Mm-hmm.
And she was at some point she like looked at the crowd because I'm sure there's like a million people looking at her, and she stopped and was like smiling and waving both hands and like, oh my god, like a kid.
Yeah.
Excited. Oh my, like the wild face and smiling and giggling. People are making it seem like she's autistic, like she's retarded. She's slow or special. All types of comments and like the memes of it, like the picture, like they'll make like the picture with Beyoncé and Blue Ivy and Rumi's looking all like silly, like almost like making her look kind of goofy, almost like she got a problem. When I said I was so angry,
and this is the same population of people that get offended and are so sensitive over the word retarded and body shaming, and it's always selective sensitivity.
Yeah.
But then when they want to be completely heartless and cold, those same people will flip the script and be completely contradictory. They'll call a kid retarded. They'll say the most dirty, low shit.
She's slow. She must be mentally challenged. Like, are you
That's
serious?
insane.
Like, she must have some developmental issues. It's like, who told you that? Why are you saying that off of her being on stage smiling? It's like, that's crazy because when Blue Ivy was young as hell and her age, she wasn't a very smiley child, right? She was kind of serious, and people would say, oh yeah, she's looking at us like we peasants. Or she's so serious. Or she looked like her daddy because of the serious face she would have.
Yeah.
But so it's like damned if you do, damned if you don't.
Yeah.
Now you got a smiley child that's like giggling and smiling at everybody and waving. Now she's slow. She must be autistic. She must be this. She must be that. Like damn. And y'all women, black women that always talk about being protected and heard and loved, but you're the one like tearing down kids.
Right.
Children. You know what that does to a child to see people talking about them like that if they can see it online? Because most kids are online.
And see, people think emotions and empathy are not important when you're talking about celebrities.
Right.
And that's why this whole
them?
fame shit is very inhumane.
Yeah.
It dehumanizes like people.
Right. It's like they can't take it. Oh well, who told them?
So you famous,
right.
you chose that life.
Right. So
so it makes it right for you to just spew out anything out your fucking mouth.
Because some people were saying that too online. Oh, y'all wouldn't be mad if it was somebody if it was somebody you liked or whatever. And I'm like, I don't even like her. I'm not even a fan of Beyonce.
Right. Like
I'm not. I've never been to a concert. But you're talking about children.
Yeah.
And her, and even Beyonce. Like that's it. Who cares that you don't like her?
And none of these, like the shit y'all be saying online, you would never say these things to these people's faces.
So would you say that to a kid? Would you come to that child's face and be like, "Oh, I can't stand the way you
know what the
dance."
internet is? You know what the internet is? It's the space where everybody can just spew out all of their intrusive thoughts, all the shit you think but don't say. You'll just say it.
Yep. Because who
you
won't
just
check
go
me?
because I'm just one of these. I'm just one in the bunch of millions of people commenting. So this can't be doing any harm. No, it is.
It is. Actually.
It is. Everybody that thinks that way and spews out shit out of their mouth on the internet, you're making the world worse.
Yep.
You're contributing to the world being fucked up and heartless and people getting their feelings hurt.
Yep.
And Yeah,
And
you're
you
the reason.
purposely being nasty. It's like, wow. It's like, boo hoo, oh well. I'm like, are you serious? Like, you go out of your way, though, to do
So
it.
my thing is this: if
Yeah.
you're gonna be a heartless dickhead, and if that's the energy we on, keep that shit consistent. Keep that
Yep.
same energy when stuff is coming at you in life. Don't expect
Exactly.
other people to show empathy towards you.
Yep.
Don't be out here bitching and complaining about life and how these people they ain't that
Yeah.
and the government don't care about us. Oh, and my job do this for me.
Right.
Oh, and my fucking baby mama,
Right.
baby
It's
daddy,
not
and all.
fair.
Everything in
And
life is
this
just
man.
so fucking horrible.
Yep.
But then when you want to be cold and heartless, you just think it's cool to do that.
Yeah.
No, you got to stand on something.
Yep. And how dare
You
we
have to
say
stand
something
on,
about
like,
it?
what do you stand on?
Hi.
Like, people just, they go to like
You
opposite
talking to-
extremes.
How you doing? How you doing?
Oh no, you good, you good. We like the random stuff.
Yeah, it's okay. All right, nice to
All right.
see you.
Hold on. You gotta see it this morning.
Okay.
Because he like your style.
Okay.
I'm telling you that.
Appreciate you. Thank you.
I love it.
Like you say, this is random. My fault.
Hey, it's all good.
Hold on.
Oh, you about to show me a photo?
Yes.
Hey.
Him at the graduation.
Okay.
Aw,
Oh,
I love
you see
it.
the
Super
pockets,
fly.
though.
Yeah,
Yes.
super fly.
Oh, I like that. That's
That
right.
That's blue and red.
Yeah,
That's the same
clean.
colors we got on right
Yeah.
now, ain't it?
Yeah, that's what I'm saying.
All right, okay.
Georgia
Dope.
State, yes. Yes,
Uh-huh.
Georgia State, so that's right.
Yes, sir.
That's right. Y'all have a good day.
Okay.
All
All
right.
right.
Thanks.
Mhm. Dope. Not really. We
Well-
just have conversations on camera, but I do a lot of creative work.
Yeah.
Yeah, you can look me up. I don't have a card on me or nothing, but if you got a phone, I can like tell you where I'm at. What do you use? What social media? Instagram? Okay.
My wife, she has a strong presence.
Nice.
Yeah.
She always on Instagram.
Oh, you on Facebook? Oh, you on Facebook? Oh, you're not on nothing.
You know what they say? I'm like a spy. I just pop in and pop out.
Right. Oh, that's funny.
But yeah, I want you to get something of mine so you can like shoot me a text or something.
I be on. I'm about to get off of X. X don't
Oh,
have
Yeah, they yeah.
It's like,
Yeah, it's horrible.
Yeah, they
Yeah.
hectic over there. But if you got Instagram, I'll just type my name on there.
Yeah. Or give it
I'm not on this.
on there. Okay.
I might
Okay.
get back on that.
Oh.
Okay. I'm just gonna
You see, I ain't on nothing.
you got YouTube, so I'm gonna just search my YouTube.
Oh yeah, and subscribe to it.
Yeah. So that's my YouTube channel. I just subscribe.
All right.
So
Appreciate that.
yep.
Smart, man.
Yávé.
All right,
What's
nice
your
to
name,
meet
bro?
you. Smart.
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 S-M-A-R-T.
Okay.
Okay.
Yep.
Nice meeting you, bro.
All right.
All right.
Okay.
That was organic. I like moments like that.
Yes.
But yeah, like all that celebrity bashing, I ain't with all that.
I'm not either.
And definitely leave the kids alone, because that shit is
Man.
fucked up.
They really need to
You
leave the
niggas
kids
is-
alone. I really.
And I
can't
bet
stand that.
these women have kids themselves.
Of course they do.
How you got kids and you talking about another woman's
Because they
child?
don't care. Because again, like you said, they're online, and for some reason, when people go online, it's like
They lose all emotion.
It's
It's a
like
robot.
different skin.
You're
It's
a
like
robot.
Right. It's like a mask.
Yeah.
Mask off, mask on.
Well, then they like to say shit like, "Well, this just the internet. This
oh, yeah,
ain't real life.
true. Nah. Right.
This just the internet. It ain't real life. This
That's
ain't
you.
real life. No, it is.
That's you, though.
These are real people.
Right.
They act
And this
like,
is- right, and this is you speaking.
and you think that's not really gonna affect somebody's emotional state or mental state?
Because
It's
why
people.
you saying it? Don't
It's
think-
celebrities that gotta cut their comments off.
Yeah.
because they can't stand to
much.
see all this hatred and all this negative shit that y'all be saying about them. Like,
Yeah.
that affects people.
Yep. At some point, it does. You can act like nothing's affecting you for a while, but at some point, it's like,
Come
yo,
on
it's
now.
enough.
And they don't have no line. They will say the most personal
Yes.
shit that you know will trigger you.
Because that's what they want to do. That's
Yeah.
why people act like that. I'm like, no, but you're saying that for a reason.
Yeah.
You want to get under somebody's skin. You want to poke the bear. You want them to get provoked and say something.
And that's pure evil.
It is. So, you know, that's the intention.
And I ain't rocking with that
Nope.
shit.
But yeah, that was definitely the topics we had to talk about.
Yeah.
Was definitely that.
That was all of them?
Oh, shit. So I know we talked about.
I think that was all the hot topics. It was
Yes.
so much shit going on. I feel like we
Yeah.
maybe forgot something. But
No, it was a hot topic. Was about that. And then I know I wanted to talk about how we communicate
yeah.
with each other, and how, you know, that's another thing. That's another aspect of people being online and then not online in like personal life,
Yeah.
and how we seem online. You know, we always have, which we are. It's not, we don't seem anyway. This is exactly who we are.
Yeah.
But of course, we human.
Yeah,
So
when we show up, we're going to show y'all the cute pictures, and we
Yeah.
outside, we matching clothes, we
Right.
smiling.
be
And
happy.
every relationship is going to do that. You're going to show the best moments. You're going
Right.
to show people when y'all are smiling and happy. A lot of people, they be fronting. They don't really be that.
Yeah. At
Um,
all.
you know, some people take them pictures in the middle of really beefing with your partner, and you just want to
Right,
show
like,
up
hey, come here
online.
and take this
We
picture
gotta
real quick,
gotta
right?
show up and look like we love each other.
Right.
You know, with us, it's real though.
It's real.
You know, so.
Yes. We always loving on each other.
And I've always just thought, shit, if I'm in a loving relationship, I'm gonna share it. I want y'all to see that,
Yeah.
because
Yeah.
a lot of y'all need that shit. All these damn relationship topics, and you know, we didn't talk about that shit. It's too many people that want what we have, or
Yeah.
that genuine connection, and they don't know how to get it.
No.
So I feel like the best people to speak on it are people that have it, people that are in it, living it,
Yeah.
and
Been
that's
through it,
you
been
know.
through the bad relationship, been through the failed, you know, connections, done it, the way that we always do.
Mhm.
And then at some point we're like, nah, I'm not doing that no more. At some point we sat on our own by ourselves and thought about it, processed why these things kept failing. And then eventually, you know, we were not even looking. We just wanted to be friends. And that's how it progressed.
Yeah.
But at the same time, you know, we don't always agree with everything. Like, we don't literally think that, like, we don't agree with everything. We don't think the same 100% with everything, which is normal, you know, and we have disagreements, you know.
Yeah, we got to talk about that.
We get a little,
Our disagreements, because we have communications that get a little heated,
yeah,
and we have differences of opinions on a lot of different topics.
yes,
And there's a certain way that people communicate when they're having an opposing, or having like a war of the minds or a war of thoughts. Usually people listen less. So that's when we'll start talking over each other sometimes. Like,
right,
you'll start jumping the gun. You don't want to let somebody finish talking, and you just basically trying to beat the other person over the head with your perspective.
right,
So then it gets to be that sometimes. So we're both headstrong. We're both very
Yes.
firm on our stance on something when we feel passionate about it. So when we get into those spaces, yeah, there's times where you really be getting on my nerve. Like, I really be agitated as a
Yes.
motherfucker. I'm never mad at you.
I know,
I'm never like super angry, but it do be getting to a point where I be like, man,
we both get on
I
each other's
either
nerves.
just gotta stop talking
Yes,
and just let you go and just say fuck it, or I just keep trying to like get you to understand
Right.
my side,
yeah,
because it ain't even like, it's not like I'm trying to get you to think like me.
it seems that way sometimes.
Yeah.
To me. Because I'm like, I said what I said type shit, and then you'll like keep trying to tell me something different. I'm like, I hear you,
Yeah,
and I still don't care, or I hear you and it still don't make sense to me. And then you'll tell
that's
me,
the thing.
yeah,
Okay, now I can accept if you say you don't care or you don't
Yeah.
agree, but to say it ain't making sense,
yeah,
that's when I be like, hold up now. I know I'm speaking clear English. I know I'm breaking this shit down in a way
Yes.
where you can understand
Mhm.
what I'm saying and how I could be thinking
yes,
this way.
and I still can hear it,
And
but I
this
still
is the shit.
don't.
This
It-
the shit that be irking my spirit, because you will stand on the fact that you think, I just don't
It
get
don't
it.
make no sense.
I'm
to
like,
me.
you don't want to get it.
Yeah, you'll say that. I'm like,
You just don't want
and
to.
I'll be like, I hear you.
You
But
hear me,
to
but
me, it don't make any sense to me. I'm like, I hear what you're saying. It makes sense the way you're saying it.
look, I think this is where the disconnect happens.
Hmm.
For you to say it makes sense, it doesn't mean you agree.
No.
It's not for you to say, okay, it makes sense, I agree. It's just saying, okay, I hear what you're saying and I understand it and I get why you could feel that way.
Right. But I
Not just
don't.
saying that side is trash, it's dumb, it don't make sense because I think this way. That's how you come off, and that's when I be like, you know
Sometimes it
what?
is. Sometimes it is that though. Sometimes it is that. Not
Mm-hmm.
all the time. Sometimes it is that. But we also had moments. I think we learned at some point to just sometimes to come down
Yeah.
and then say it a different way, maybe like verbalize it a different way. Like the other day when we had a disagreement about something, and I was like, nah, nah, and then you were like, okay, well, then you said it a different way, and I was like, I agree. I was like, I agree with what you're saying. That's true. Blah blah blah. And I was like, I agree with everything you said. I was like, but right now this is not like whatever we were talking about. It was something that at this moment in time, it wouldn't work in this day and age. But
Mm-hmm.
I get what you're saying. In another day, in another era, maybe in the past it would have worked, but right now it wouldn't. So it's kind of like sometimes we just have to say it in a different way, or maybe give each other like a little time to process it. Because I like the other day when I told you we had that argument in the car,
Mm-hmm.
and I just had woke up and I was
Oh
tired,
yeah, that was
and then it
yeah.
was like a very heavy topic, and I was like, oh God, and I was just like very like annoyed already, like irritable.
Yeah, sometimes it's just the wrong time to be
Yeah,
talking about a certain topic.
exactly. But sometimes I agree with a lot of things, but I think it's the way your tone sounds. It sounds so what you call it? It's like so final,
Mm-hmm.
like so factual. This is it. That's it. And I'm like, that's not it though. There's
Yeah,
so many other ways to look at it.
and that's the thing that it bothers a lot of people because I do
Right.
come off that way
Right. And I'm like, but
in a
there's
lot of
so many
topics.
other ways.
So I can't express any
All the ways.
perspective outside of my own. I'm
Right.
going
I
to
get it.
express what I truly think about something.
Right.
So I'm gonna say it, and if I believe wholeheartedly in it, and that's my stance, I'm gonna say it like that.
Right.
Now, all you really got to do with somebody like me, I know how to see stuff from other angles. So this is what I do with you. If you present a perspective outside of mine, and you breaking it down to me, and I can hear it, and I can see it, and I can see that there's something in it that makes sense, I'll acknowledge it to you. I'll be
You
like,
do.
okay, okay, I see what you're saying. Like I
Right.
understand what you're saying and how that could apply and da 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 da. And
Yeah.
to me, that's like that's the main thing that you don't always give me in those moments
You're right.
is
And you're
the
right.
acknowledgement of what I'm saying and that it makes sense.
And
That's
you're
all I
right.
be
And
wanting.
you're
You ain't
right.
got to. You don't have to agree with it,
Yeah.
but it's always two sides to everything. It's
Yeah.
multiple sides to
So
things.
many sides
So
to
if you can see
everything.
it from another angle, that'll get rid of the arguing. Like
Right. They're
when
constantly
when
trying
people
to.
get into those long back and forths, it's
Hmm.
two people beating each other over the head with
Yes.
their perspective.
That should be so
No, hear me.
draining.
No, hear me.
And I
No,
even
hear.
tell you that's like I'm drained already. I'm
Yeah,
already exhausted because I know what's gonna happen now. Because as soon as I don't agree in my head, I'm like, oh, it's gonna be tired. I don't want to hear it
and
no
that's
more.
another thing. Don't take another person's perspective personal. Like we
Right.
have to learn how to listen to somebody's perspective without taking it to heart so much. Just
Well,
let
it's
the
never
person have
personal because
their.
it's not about me per
Mhm.
se. Because it's never about
No, no,
me.
not personal in the way where it's
Yeah.
about you, but personal in the way where you're wearing it and like
Oh yeah.
you're taking it upon yourself that you have to debate it or you have
Right.
to shoot
Right.
it down. You don't have to shoot another perspective down because
I
some
think.
conversations are a matter of perspective.
Yeah. Yeah. Seen it as they just graduated. But yeah.
Unless because this shit get blurry because sometimes it do be a matter of truth in my mind and you be looking at it like it's opinion and I'm like no,
Yes.
this shit
Yes.
is a
You
fact,
be, and I'm like, how?
you
When
know. So
there's another way to look at it, and you're like, well, it's a fact, and I'm like, okay, next, and that's when
yeah,
I'm kind of like checked out. Now I'm like, okay, I'm gonna just let him have it. If it's a fact to you, then it's a fact to you,
and
baby.
that's another thing, people got to know when to stop talking, and this is what I
Yeah.
said to you, this might have been today or yesterday, where I'm like
Sometimes I
a
have to
lot of
say too much.
arguments and
Yeah.
debates could end when people just learn that there's not always going to be a common ground on something.
No, at
There's not
all.
always going to be a peaceful resolution
Exactly.
where, oh, I understand you and I get it, and then and then.
Yep.
No, sometimes shit is just always going to be, I'm on this side and you're on this
Yeah.
side, and that's okay.
And that's okay. And we
You
don't
have
have
to,
to agree with everything. We
yeah,
really don't. Like that would be crazy if we agreed on every single thing
Yeah.
that we talk about, and we do agree on a lot of things.
Yep.
And then a lot of things we don't agree on. But those things are not like a make or break type shit. You know what I
Yeah.
mean? It is what it is. It's actually good to have those conversations and see how we disagree with certain things and how we agree. And sometimes we bring it back. We'll talk about it again like in a different way and be like, oh yeah, I mean that makes sense now that you say it like that. So that's the beauty of it.
And we
you
don't
know?
allow our disagreements to hinder our love for each other.
Nope. Or the
Like
day.
we may have stayed in a funk for like a few minutes.
Yes.
The longest,
Never an
tops.
hour.
We might have a little bit of silence afterwards where it's like that little tension.
Like 5 minutes,
but
10 minutes.
minutes after it,
We're done.
we
moved
being
on.
cute
Yeah.
and we getting past that shit.
Exactly.
Because a lot of the things that couples argue over or debate over, it don't even be no serious shit.
It really don't.
It be stupid shit, topics that y'all might not see eye to eye on.
Yep.
And then y'all turning it into something
It escalates
bigger
because
than
of
what
words
it is.
too. It's the cursing.
Yeah, it's the
getting,
disrespect.
yeah, the disrespect is what's gonna fuck shit up.
Yeah.
Because I know I started cursing one day, but not cursing at you, but I said curse words while I'm talking, and I was like, oh, and I had to talk to myself in my head like, you're getting a little too hype.
And look, I don't mind a little spice.
Okay.
Because like,
because I know you don't. I'm not cursing at you.
yeah, it's a difference in cussing and cussing at
like
and talking
you,
down on a person.
I didn't say, oh, you fucking dumb.
Yeah,
like,
it's
I didn't
not
say that.
Yeah,
I'll be
it's
like,
it's
that's-
not disrespectful
yeah,
to
it's like, I don't
express
give a
yourself.
fuck. Yeah,
You can express yourself in a heated way.
yeah.
I'm all for having heated discussions because
Exactly.
if that's genuinely where you're at with it, I want your genuine opinion or stance on
Yeah.
whatever we're talking about.
Yeah.
If I can't respect you in your moment of being heated,
Right. Then
what the
I guess
fuck?
I can't take it.
What am I expecting? That you're not ever gonna get
Right.
upset?
That I'm not human.
That you just always gonna control your tone?
Right. Like
So
I'm a saint.
So then that's another reason why I don't really like focusing on the tone of something.
Yeah.
Because sometimes the tone is just passion for a certain stance, and it
Yeah.
ain't got nothing to do with you yelling
Yeah,
at
it's
me.
not personal, exactly.
It's not you talking down on me.
Yeah.
You're not belittling me.
Never,
You ain't
ever.
never did that. Because
No.
somebody can belittle you in a very calm way.
Yeah.
They ain't got to yell at you to do that. So I'm more about what's the intention of what you're saying.
Exactly. What are you
And
trying
I think
to say to me?
I think that's why we never beef, and that's why we don't hold on to shit. Because
never
no
hurt each
matter
other.
no matter how heated it gets,
Mhm.
we don't ever attack the other personally. We don't ever belittle the other person.
Exactly.
So it's easy to get back to the love because
Yeah.
we ain't said nothing crazy to each
No,
other to
not
make
at
the
all.
other feel, well, damn, you don't fucking care about me.
Exactly. And I think we're very open anyway. Like we're not closed-minded people. We may have difference of opinions on different things, but it's never like closed. Like, nah, it's the way this is and this is it. I think you'll just have more of a sense on something. I'll have more of one-on-one thing. Never it's just that and that's it. I'll
Mhm.
just be like, no, but I think this is better. And you're like, no, this is better. Or this is the way. I'm like, yeah, well, there's this way too. You know what I mean? But it's never just that.
Mm-hmm.
So I think because we were both kind of open-minded already and we do see things in different ways, it's just in the moment when we're talking. Because I can sit down after we have a discussion or a heated debate
Mm-hmm.
and I'll be like, damn, I really do agree with that because I've had these conversations before. I've had that thought about it before. I just don't want to make it about that only. And I'll
Yeah.
bring the other side of it. You know what I mean? So that's the only thing.
That's
with
all
that.
it is. Like an argument or a debate is an opportunity to learn. And I think people need to look at debates and arguments in that way. If you
Yeah.
get into a heated discussion with somebody, it's because there's an opportunity for you to see something outside of yourself. That's what people struggle
Yeah.
with. You got to learn that life is about seeing this
Yeah.
shit through as many lenses as you can.
Yes.
And if you can do that, it'll make you a better person. You'll be able to
Yeah.
communicate to people better.
That's true.
And that's important in human connection on an intimate level, on a world level, whatever it is. You got to be able to see shit outside of yourself.
Exactly. And I think it makes us closer and closer every time. Every time we get into
Yeah.
like a little dispute or a heated debate, after the 5-10 minutes of being like, oh, you
Yeah.
get on my nerves.
Because we
Then-
don't like
We don't
being
even
mad
like
at each
that.
other.
No, I really
And we don't
hate it.
like hurting each other's
No.
feelings, or because when I
Or not-
express to you that you made me feel unheard,
Yes.
or you make me feel like you're just
close mind. Like,
you got this superior
oh yeah.
position where it's making the other person feel like,
Like I've
damn,
heard
what
it
I'm
all
saying
before.
don't
Yeah,
matter.
like I've heard it all before. I don't need to hear what you got to
When I
say.
express that to you,
Yeah.
you really
I
show
didn't like.
genuine
Yeah.
remorse. Like, I don't want to make you feel that way.
Yeah, I really didn't like that. I
That's
don't
the
ever.
feeling that people gotta have
Yeah.
when you're with your
Of
partner.
course. Not saying I don't care. Oh well.
Yeah.
Take it or leave it. That's the way I am. So
Yeah. See, that ain't no
'cause
love.
it's not at all. Because I've been like that when I was before in other relationships. Like
Yeah.
saying things like, oh well, so be it. That's the way I talk though,
Yeah.
and not care about how the person feels. So with you, but also it's also how you come to me.
Yep.
When we talk to each other, you don't never like, pop off the mouth or say something crazy. Like you always come with such calm, like, hey, this is the way I feel, or hey, when I say that, I don't know why you say that to me when I'm saying this. Like, you understand what I mean? Like, you always come like that to me. So what can I do? You know what I mean? But be like, oh my god, I'm sorry. Like I didn't even know I was doing that. You know
Yeah.
what I mean? So I think we communicate very well with each other.
And it's a fine line between being who you are, because everybody be stuck on this mentality that I'm gonna just be who I am. I gotta
Yeah.
be me.
Yep.
I can't be nobody else but me.
Exactly.
It's a fine line between that and just showing a complete lack of empathy and care for
Yeah.
somebody else. Because if you
compromise or
truly
whatever.
care about somebody, there are parts of your personality that you'll have to check.
Yes.
You don't have to be rude.
No.
You don't have to be a bad listener. You don't have to communicate in a way that makes somebody feel attacked. You can be you and still understand that there's parts of you that can be better.
That's right.
I don't respect people that feel like they don't have to improve.
Right.
And you think somebody supposed to be in a relationship with you when you're not willing to work on nothing about yourself?
Right. Like I'm good the way I am. Who cares? They better
Somebody
take
better
me
love
as
me.
I am. Take me as I am.
And guess what?
Like what?
No matter
And
who you with,
always gonna be
they
like
all
that.
gonna see that same ain't shit ass flaw in
Exactly.
you. And what you gonna do? You're gonna have the same excuse for everybody.
Right.
The common denominator is you.
Yep.
You have an issue within your personality that you're not trying to address.
No, you're not willing to change, and then you don't understand why your shit fails all the time.
And your excuse is, oh, I'm just being me.
Right, like okay, well,
that's
keep
a
being
cop
you
out.
then. Yep,
that's some
just
coward
keep
ass
being
shit.
You. Don't do no work within yourself. Don't change, and you'll always be miserable and lonely. Then
that's a stubborn individual.
Very.
That's like a child.
And that's a lot of people.
Yeah.
That we see online all day in our personal lives. It's just always like that. They don't want to hear it. They don't want to listen. It's like, okay, if you don't want to do the work, then don't complain about it.
Yeah.
Don't complain about being lonely. Don't complain about you can never find the right person.
And that's what respect. That's what respect and boundaries. I always do the quotes with the boundary because I can't stand how a lot of people use that boundary word. Motherfuckers be talking about boundaries, and really they be using boundaries as an excuse to be a dick and an excuse to not have accountability for shit. Because anytime somebody challenge you to be better, oh, I'm putting a boundary up because how dare you? No, I don't have to deal with this.
Like
nigga, what?
Like,
you don't have to acknowledge the feelings of other people that you're dealing with. You don't have to show respect because that's what respect is. Respect is respecting another person's feeling on something or their stand, and you have to submit to that.
Right.
That's what respect is. I submit to your stance on this and what you need from me. Okay, I won't do that no more.
Exactly.
That's respect. That's not you not being yourself anymore.
They don't want to hear it. Yeah, it's like they don't want to hear it. It's like, how dare you tell me I'm making you feel this way?
How dare you check me on my behavior? Because I'm just perfect and you're not supposed to have
no sensitive. Or the sensitive shit people love to say. You're just sensitive then. I should be able to say what I want to say.
When really, they're the sensitive one for not being able to be checked.
Yep,
exactly. As an adult, you should be able to have another person tell you something about yourself that you need to work on, and you should be able to take that on the chin and be like, you know what? Okay, I accept that. Okay, if that's something that's bothering you, I'm going to pay attention to that. I'm going to really work on that.
And they're right.
I don't want to do that.
Exactly. And they're right. They should be able to express themselves the way they want to, right? Just like you express the way you want to express yourself. But now if somebody comes to you directly and say, hey, when you said that, that's the way it made me feel. You should be able to listen to that like, oh, they know that makes you feel this way. I apologize for that. That the way I, express myself or the opinion that I shared with everybody was offensive to you.
Mm-hmm.
And that's all it means to be an adult and understand and acknowledge that somebody, not acknowledging that you said something wrong, but acknowledging that somebody didn't appreciate the way you said the thing that you said.
Yeah.
It's like, it's so easy. It's like, it's okay. You can say whatever you want to say. Nobody's going to force you to speak a certain way.
Mm-hmm.
But if somebody's telling you they felt some type of way about it, acknowledge it or explain it or, whatever you got to correct to make them understand, and that's it.
That's
So,
another
yeah.
thing. People don't like explaining themselves.
Yes,
And
they don't.
sometimes you don't. It ain't nothing to explain.
Right.
It ain't no talking. You accept what this person said, and you
Know how to move.
apologize.
Yeah. Yep.
Learn how to fucking apologize.
Exactly.
Motherfuckers be too prideful to say sorry.
Right. It's
Oh,
like
I'm just
move
being
forward.
myself. I didn't mean to do it. It's like I didn't intend to hurt your feelings.
Right.
Nobody care about intention. If it's what you did this. Acknowledge that, apologize,
Yep.
and show some remorse and the desire to not do that. Now,
Exactly.
if you want to be a dick and you just want to be you, then you need to understand that you're not gonna have no long-term relationship with nobody if you can't show respect.
Exactly.
If you can't get outside of your own feelings and somebody correcting you, then
Right.
stop getting online bitching about how you can't find a partner and you looking for this person and you looking
Man.
for that person.
Listen, you're gonna keep looking forever.
You just gonna be the same selfish motherfucker and expecting somebody to love you.
They need to hear that. They need to hear that. It's too
Come
many
on,
people
man.
being like that, and it's the delusions of thinking that you're so perfect and you're so amazing and you're so great, but you're really not.
You're not.
You're not.
Y'all
Work
gotta
on
stop.
yourself.
Y'all gotta stop all that.
That
I'm
fake.
me and I'm uniquely made and
Oh,
somebody's
man.
gonna be for me. Yes, that's true. Everybody's uniquely made,
Yep.
and we all got different personality types.
Yes.
But wrong is wrong.
Right. Is
Everybody got these things that they do that you know that shit is not right,
right.
and
You
you
know
doing
you're wrong.
you
Right. You
doing.
know.
Come on now. And
You
even
know.
if your intention wasn't to be wrong, you know that trait about you ain't shit.
Right. It is
So
true.
acknowledge it and work on it.
That's it. For
The
real.
fuck? You can do that.
Yeah. About that time.
We about an hour now.
Yeah. I'm
Okay.
starting to get cold. So
Yeah.
it's getting windy.
So yeah, that was
Yeah.
those some good
Anything else
topics.
we can think of? I'm trying to think.
I feel like it was something else we wanted to segue. Is there anything else
Was
in the
there?
book that you want to like,
I
and then we'll just pick up there on the next one? Because I think it was something we wanted to talk about.
I I think everything we talked about was what we wanted to talk about actually. Hold on. Um you know, oh, I know there was one topic. It was a while back that you mentioned to me and I wrote it. I just wrote the phrase, the one that got away.
And next time on Intimate Time, we'll go in on the ones that got away.
The ones that got away. That's
Oh, and I
next.
also want to say I'm excited to be on LinkedIn.
Yes.
Fuck the goddamn Facebook algorithm. You niggas, it's hard to reach new people on Facebook. So whenever y'all see me on Facebook, it is what it is.
Right.
TikTok, shout out to TikTok because I'm doing numbers over there. The algorithm is great if you're trying to reach new people. LinkedIn, I'm looking for new jobs. I'm excited for this new phase of my life. Yeah, I wanted to plug that in at the
That's
end.
right.
Like I'm amping up on a fuck nigga. Yeah,
That's right,
straight
baby.
like that.